There is the tendency to want to believe that, certain things cannot be for good. So when evil things or when bad things happen, essentially, there is a tendency for man to think that God cannot possibly be on the inside of that. You're welcome to Daily Dose. On this episode, I bring you a word from the Lord. Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. It says, we know that in all things God works for good with those who love him, those whom he has called according to his purpose. There is the tendency to want to believe that, certain things cannot be for good. So when evil things or when bad things happen, essentially, there is a tendency for man to think that God cannot possibly be on the inside of that. And we get this kind of notion from time to time where we think that certain things that happen are not good. Now, we must understand that all things are not just working for good. God as a person is a good God. The personality of God is good. And the tendency for us to not judge him, there is a tendency for us to judge him, to be unfaithful when things are not going right. That's why you see a lot of people, find it very easy to give testimonies when things are going on right. Every single thing is working out for good. And you must understand that the nature of God is good. So every time you know that God is good inherently, and he can only deal with you according to the goodness of his heart, then you would understand that nothing on the outside that is happening to you is against you but for you. Now, some of these things might sound like, you're trying to console us, you're trying to do that. It takes the sun and the water, which is the rain, to form a fruitful plant. So we must understand that the hardship and the situations that are seemingly not good are also working out together for our good. So until you begin to get that level of meditation or that nudging that God can only be good, he does not have any propensity for evil at all. Some people will say, so how come bad things happen to good people? It is part of the entire plan. It is part of the entire process. If there were no difficulties, if there were no things to conquer, we would not have a developed or a civilized world. Everybody is solving one problem or the other. There was a problem back then of communication. You would have to go to people's houses and find or meet their absence. But somebody thought about it that there must be another way that I can reach this person before going to their house. Back then would have to, even at that, it was said to be one of the best things that could ever happen, creating a postal system where people write letters and stuff. But it would take months, it would take years sometimes, for those things to be delivered. Right now, we can send a mail and all. Now, all those people solved problems. Right now, I'm speaking to you. I don't even know the amount of people who are listening, who are watching, all right? But I can speak to you based on this advancement in technology, all right? And these are the problems that people solve. So all things essentially are working out together for your good. And we can prove it scientifically, we can prove it from the scriptures, we can prove it from the lives of every single person. I would imagine Abraham judging God, or Sarah in this case, judging God that, you made a promise to me and I'm 100 years old, I'm this years old, and this thing hasn't been fulfilled. How come this thing hasn't happened? All things are working together for our good. And it's a consciousness. Until you understand that this thing is a conscious thing, you really would not enter into that way. And it allows us to think about things from a different perspective. That perspective then shows the dimension or the dynamics of God in the real sense of the word. So I hope this has blessed you this morning. Please never forget, every single thing is working together for your good because you are loved and you are called according to the purpose of God. Until tomorrow, when I bring you another word on the Daily Dose, if you're here for the first time, please subscribe. Don't stop liking, don't stop sharing. Blessings.